Ferrari. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll... It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. Good afternoon, everybody. We're here in Shanghai. Shanghai International Circuit, then, is a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flats, open to the elements location, test their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and they're available into turn 1 and down the kilometre-long back straight into turn 14. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Leclerc, Sainz, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Stroll, Russell, Tsunoda, Joe, Hülkenberg, Albon, Gasly, Magnussen, Sargent, Bottas, and Esteban Ocon lines up at the back of the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So sorry, guys.
Now use DRS. DRS now available. manoeuvre. You made it look so easy. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position. Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.0 seconds. Okay, you just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
country. They're all working so hard.
And Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag. And I can see... It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait. Formula One has arrived in the Sunshine State for spectacular sunsets, gentle breezes, warm waters, and for what will be a fantastic race day here at the Miami International Autodrome. Well, it's certainly not sunny here in the Sunshine State. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 19 corners and 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium. But these conditions should prove especially difficult for all of our drivers today. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Stroll, Hamilton, Gasly, Sargent, Albon, Ocon, Magnussen, Bottas, Joe, and Nico Hülkenberg rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
job. Nice overtake. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, you've got front wing damage, but only have a few laps left. If you can live with it, stay out.
congratulations to the team. Thank you so much for your consistent efforts. This is an amazing result for everybody.
And extending his already record-breaking winning record, it's Lewis Hamilton to the line for victory.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. And it marks the fact that it's not a fluke. So, you know, their head's in the right space. What more can we see going forwards?
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Verstappen, Perez, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Russell, Ricciardo, Tsunoda, Stroll, Bottas, Joe, Magnussen, Albon, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Sargent, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. And now it's time to head down to the track. Well, it's been a long time since I last worked with you. Good to see you again today, Anthony Davidson. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can... mate, DRS is now available. Use your overtake button more, it's time to utilise some of this energy, come on. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. Okay, you have some front wing damage, but not enough to justify a stop in the remaining laps. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. George is in the pits. He's in the pits now.
tough one, guys, but still got some points. Thank you for the continued efforts. Super proud of you all. So let's keep pushing.
And here he comes. It's all go, go, go for Lando Norris as he takes the checkered flag and wins.
It was a joy to watch today, honestly, because the driver was clearly able to read the conditions well on track, to use the information properly from the team, and usually come up with the right solution at the right time.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be McLaren picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon. You can feel the tension in the air as we move into race day here in Monaco. It's a track that requires the full concentration of the drivers with zero margin for error. It tests their skills to the absolute limits, so no wonder it remains a fan favourite. The prestigious Circuit de Monaco, then, is not all that dissimilar today to the layout that made its debut almost a century ago. It's 2 miles and 19 corners through the streets of Monte Carlo. And although the average lap speed of around 93 miles per hour is the lowest of the season, the tiny margins for error make it the natural habitat of the safety car. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Sergio Perez will lead us away from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Norris, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Verstappen, Stroll, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Russell, Ricciardo, Sargent, Hülkenberg, Albon, Joe, Ocon, Bottas, Gasly, and Kevin Magnussen fills the last spot on the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you know, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, you know, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, you know, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Right, this track needs a lot of downforce, so we won't have as much top speed. The good news, though, is that it's going to make our DRS even... DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage. damage.
So sorry, guys. We did our best. Still got good points.
Sergio Perez has absolutely smashed the opposition. It's victory for Perez.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action, but with more races lined Welcome along, everyone, to the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Canada's a country with a proud F1 heritage. So with
Okay, be careful with the front wing, you've taken some minor damage. Now use DRS. DRS now available. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do, don't let me down. that front wing is going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. Okay, DRS is now available. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. Behind. They're on fresh softs. Time last lap, 1 minute 25.1. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home. Gap to your teammate behind, 8.2 seconds. Continue to cut corners, the stewards are going to give you a penalty. Be careful.
Still got it.
And as we've said so many times in the past, the checkered flag is out for our winner, Lewis Hamilton.
It's one thing to put fast laps together, but to make these moves stick without losing too much time, that's real racecraft.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Welcome along, everyone, to sunny Spain, specifically.
Okay, here. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far. Final lap, push, push. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 16.1 seconds.
Guys, thank you so much. Such great work. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. Great points, team.
And Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag and once again wins.
Well, that's 2 race wins in a row for them. I think they'll be really happy with that. I mean, 1 race win is great, but to have 2, you know that you've got it. You're a little bit more comfortable in your skin. This is a great sign of maybe what's to come next.
Well, Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next. Welcome to Spielberg for another exciting Formula One race. This circuit is renowned for its backdrop, surrounded by natural beauty, and it certainly is an idyllic destination for the Austrian Grand Prix. It's one of the shortest laps on the calendar today then, with 7 rights and just 3 lefts, making up the 10 corners of this high-speed circuit. Turn 2 is barely a corner at all. They'll be flat out through there, a left-hand kink into the uphill braking zone of Turn 3. Turns 1, 3 and 4 are all potential opportunities to overtake. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. An immense lap from Carlos Sainz yesterday puts him in pole position, and Lando Norris lines up alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Perez, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Ricciardo, Russell, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Joe, Gasly, Ocon, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, Albon and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway.
I've got information on Stroll. They're retiring from the race. We can now use DRS. DRS now available. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Okay, you've got front wing damage, but only have a few laps left. If you can live with it, stay out. Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap.
job, guys. This goes to everyone back at the team and the factories. Thank you so much for continuing to push this year. I'm so inspired by you guys. There's a long way to go, but let's keep pushing, guys. I believe in you. Thank you.
And extending his already record-breaking winning record, it's Lewis Hamilton to the line for victory.
And 3 wins in a row now, of course, Croft. You've thrown the gauntlet down. The drivers are out there now. They realise that they are the target. They're the ones to beat. They've got the energy. They've got the momentum on their side.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Welcome along everyone to Silverstone. Britain has returned the highest number of F1 World Champions of any country that's taken part in this glorious sport. We take our racing very seriously here, as you can tell here today, at the British Grand Prix. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. It's Sergio Perez on pole today, with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Norris, Oscar Piastri, Tsunoda, Stroll, Hamilton, Russell, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, Sargent, Hülkenberg, and
OK, DRS is now available. Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. Great work, that's a new fastest lap of the race. Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
big thank you to all the fans here. Woo! Couldn't do it without you guys.
And as we've said so many times in the past, the checkered flag is out for our winner, Lewis Hamilton.
And now with 4 race victories in a row, Crofty, it shows the power that they have, this stranglehold on the championship, and it's for the others to try and stop them before it's too late.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.